Hi, Gemini. This is Just with your biweekly September 2016 reading. This should cover the first, well, at least now until the 15th. However, for some of you, you will feel these energies throughout the month and even in the month of October. Okay. Now, for some Geminis, I see here as it relates to career and work. For those Geminis who are self-employed, okay, who has their own business, I feel like there's some things that has been going really well for you guys in the beginning, but now there's something either something new you implemented, some new way of doing things, some new way of handling business, if you will, or a new way that you provide a product or service to your clients that I feel just isn't working for you guys. Okay. It isn't working. Okay. Now, if some of you have decided to collab with someone, okay, some of you, because there's a lot of collaborations I'm seeing and partnerships and that sort of thing happening with a lot of signs now. As you know, we are going into Jupiter transiting Libra, I believe September 9th. So that is going to be a theme for most people. And so I do see that some of you who are doing really well for yourself in the career fair, self-employment, I feel that you could have a partner. It could be your husband. It could be a family member, a friend, someone that you know well. That you've gone into business with, and maybe you guys have just tried, like, yeah, Leah, let's partner up, let's do this, that sort of thing. It's not working out. It's not working out. And there's some things that you found out, okay, about this person, this circumstance, to really make you say, okay, this isn't going to work for me. And I feel like you guys are going to go back to what you know. So for some of my Geminis who are self-employed again, and who have collabed, but you're usually a one-man show or one-woman show, you're going to go back to that because you can see that this isn't working. Some of you, before you can even, put it live on something, you're going to basically stop. You're going to put an end to it before you can, like, before your clients even get a chance to see, try the product or services, or people even know that you're affiliated with this person. I feel like some of you are going to say, no, this isn't working. Cut, time out. Yeah, we're gonna switch the switch, if you will. We're gonna press rewind, if you will, because I feel like you guys are kind of feeling a little bit nervous over this collaboration with this person, or just working with a partner has worked in the past. I feel like you guys had a lot of good opportunities come your way because of it. And I feel like you definitely, if you're a Gemini woman, you're doing really well, with this collaboration independently. Okay. But I feel like you always have to have this person's back. You always have to be there, saving grace, if you will, to some extent. So some of you could be silent partners, or just someone that kind of puts up the money, and because you're working a job and you're helping finance this business, and then your partner is the one that actually does the work. Like, they go and get the accounts, they go get the business, they shop the brand, they promote the brand, that type of thing. I feel like there's been some things coming out recently that you just really can't believe. Their unprofessionalism, their inability to effectively, sell the product, that sort of thing, that you're just like, no, this isn't going to work. Okay. Or you may be deciding to say, you know what, hell, I know it was hard for me on the beginning to try to get, because I feel like you partner with this person because you either was working a job or you have something that takes a lot of your time from you. So you needed someone to kind of take up the slack that you were unable to do. And that was creating a sense of destabilization. But I see that because this person is not someone that you feel comfortable with or confident with at this time, you're going to, try your best and say, hell, I'm just going to go back to it being by myself. At least, I knew, what was going on with the monies. I knew what was going on with my clients, that sort of thing. So now, others of you, I feel like you're going to be very happy that you did this. Okay. Going back to something, I feel for some of my Geminis, as it relates to your own business, I feel like you want to take your time. Okay. So whatever pitfalls or circumstances that you found yourself in earlier, you want to make sure that you've done your due diligence. This month, definitely, with Mercury being retrograde, is the month for you to research and evaluate, and particularly for Gemini, since you are a mercurial sign, and therefore your fellow your fellow mercurial sign, which is Virgo, which it will be transiting during this retrograde, will affect both of you quite a bit. Okay, so I feel like definitely there's clarity that's coming up for Geminis. There is a understanding that things, something that you've been made aware of, is not going to continue to be able to work. And I do see you trying to go back to something that still you didn't necessarily solve the problem. So you're going to have to now go back to it and then try to rectify the problem. Okay. Make sure that you are seeing things for what they are. Okay. I feel like there's going to be someone that could come in and help you, particularly a fire sign, Leo, Sagittarius, or Aries person. Okay. You need to be patient. I'm getting this energy that some Geminis are rushing out to do things. And this relates to the Geminis who are also on the work sphere. I feel like some of you could have lost your job. It just wasn't working out. I feel like some of you could have had to work with another person and it just wasn't working out. Okay, it just wasn't working out for you. I feel like for some of you, it just wasn't enough money, or you weren't producing to some extent on the level that they wanted production to be. And once all of that came out, I feel like there was a leaving this behind. And some of you could have felt like this wasn't right. It was just a wrong decision that they made. But you have to understand that this is for your better good because there's a new beginning on foot. Now, the advice is for you not to go out there running and driving yourself crazy, trying to get a new position or get a new job or get some new streams of income coming in as soon as you leave one opportunity, because with that, I feel like you're going to kind of financially set yourself back, if you will. So no rushing in the month of September, Geminis. Take it slow, be methodical, really start to tap into the things that you really, I feel, need to evaluate, redo, okay, and get those things in alignment. So when Mercury is direct again, you're in full speed ahead, because I feel like once October gets here, if you guys have done that, then you'll see yourself on the other side of things and you'll be fine. Okay. Now others of you, I feel like, okay, you haven't necessarily been asked to leave a job. I just feel like there's been at the workplace, there's some issues, with either systematic glitches and problems, because again, we're dealing with a Mercury retrograde, which is hindering you from completing your own work. So you may have to go back to a method of doing things that is more manual based, which is going to mentally drive you crazy. Okay. Some of you may have to learn extra steps to do some things that's just going to really drive you crazy, because it's almost like a dinosaur type of way of learning, which doesn't work for Geminis. Okay. But I feel like if for those of you that are experiencing some type of imbalance, unfair treatment, or some circumstance that you just didn't think was handled properly, then there will be this opportunity for you guys to get some assistance, help, or for someone to want to support you in a certain circumstance. Okay. So again, if some of you are out there looking for work, definitely you will be getting some type of interest and call back from a company. I feel like it'll be, for some of you, you may be looking to do something maybe in retail, something where it's more a woman-based type product type industry. For you men, you could be doing counseling, that sort of thing, things that appeal to the people, so to speak. Okay. I feel like you could be meeting people like that, but some of you might be wanting to do something completely different. So if you do more manual type of labor, you may be interested in doing something a little bit more people pleasing type of work. But I feel like you're going to quickly realize that, no, this isn't working, and you're going to go right back to it. So just remember, that's what I said. Now, as it relates to love, I do see that some of you definitely have just ended a relationship. Something has ended. Okay. And some of you have ended it because you knew it wasn't working out. Okay. I feel like others of you have dealt with someone ending a relationship with you because they just know that it wasn't working out. Okay. I feel like there was, for some of my Gemini men, there was cheating on cheating. So you're cheating and they're cheating. Okay. So if you have a woman, she could have possibly been cheating, And if you have, you could possibly have been cheating. So I feel like both parties are cheating. There's some type of secret liaisons or secret, some type of secret affairs or encounters going on there. For some Geminis, you could have gotten caught with your secretary, your superior, your subordinate, that type of thing. You could have gotten caught. Okay. And now you're trying to rectify the situation, but unfortunately, it's not going to be that easy for those Geminis that applies to. Okay, because too much information, they have too much information on you. Okay, and she could very well be pregnant, so be careful with that. Also, I feel like if some of you have been really cheating around, and particularly if you're dealing with a fire sign, Geminis, I feel like some of you could have fallen in love with another woman. Okay. And it's not going to work. Okay, deep down inside, even though you have really strong feelings for her, and there's a real connection there, you know that it's really not going to work because you're married, you're in a relationship, and you're trying your best to kind of go back to your wife to make things better, or go back to your significant other to make things better. Unable to, I feel, to some extent. Just know that some of you are going to have a rough road trying to make amends and get this person to be back, and get you back in, you can get back in their good graces, because I feel like a lot of damage has been created. Now, some of you, again, it could have gotten somebody pregnant. Some of my Gemini ladies could have gotten pregnant as a result of this very strong magnetic attraction that you have for someone. And as a result, I do see the possibility of a divorce coming up for some of my married Geminis because of that. All right. Now, I see that some of you, as it relates to this, you will be trying your best as much as you can to make things better, to make things right if you can. Some of you are going to be trying to be patient. Like, you're not going to stop trying to appeal to this person and get in contact with them. But I feel like even in that, when you do, I don't feel like this, you're still going to take time and be patient. Okay. Or at least that's what you really should do. Take your time and be patient. Okay. Because in time, there will possibly be, for some Geminis, you being able to work things out. Okay. But it's going to take a lot, if it even happens for some of you, for that to be the case. I feel like for some of you, your mate could have heard it from the grapevine. So your mate could have heard it through someone that physically saw you with, the other person, and they are the ones that told them. Okay, so just know that rushing this month is not ideal. I feel like it's almost like panic mode. Again, I keep getting this with Geminis at times. So I guess it's part of your character. Could be a Gemini trait that you guys kind of have, not necessarily a flight, but you have like this fight mode, or because you're nervous that, you're going to lose something. So you need to rectify everything right then and there. You need to get control of everything right then and there. And this month is going to call for you to be patient. You have to. Now, some of you could be experiencing this with someone else. Okay. This could be happening to you. All right. And some of you could have found out that there was another person. Like, there could be several people, but there's one person in particular, at least at the very most two, that has a very significant attachment to you or your mate. Okay. I do see that there's going to be some type of reunion being able to come back. So again, for some of my Geminis, and this is only going to apply to some of you that you can honestly say, yes, this is my reality, this is my situation. For some of you, I feel like there will be a reunion that will happen. And I feel like some of your family members or friends, someone that will look at you like, what? You're going to what? Like, you're going to actually entertain this person again? You're going to go meet with them for what? What do you need to go meet with them for? But they're really going to try to appeal to you in this new beginning and make you all type of offers. But for some of you, there will be some time apart. Like, you're going to have to take some time, some solitude to really kind of process things before you make a commitment, or someone will be doing that with you. So that is what I have for you guys for the month of September, or actually for the first half of September. I always try to make it kind of quick for Geminis, as you know, I do understand that sometimes Geminis would prefer a shorter video. Okay, so that is what I have for you guys. If this resonates, comment below. I would love to know who this all relates to in this reading. And if you are new to this channel, welcome and subscribe, as I will be back very soon with another one. Take care, guys.